In the wake of Sergio Aguero revealing that he wanted to stay at Manchester City and win the Ballon d'Or, we thought we'd give you our take on the best players who never managed to win the coveted trophy. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo may have 11 Ballon d'Ors between them, but this lot could not even win one. Messi has won the Ballon d'Or 6 more times than these brilliant players. These legends for club and country were undoubtedly robbed of one of the greatest prizes in football during their illustrious careers. Some you may know, some may be a surprise, but either way, you can argue that they were cheated out of a victory. First up, Thierry Henry. Between 2001 and 2006, the former Arsenal forward was top-notch in his skills. Not only was he the Premier League top scorer in 4 of those 5 seasons, he netted 29 goals in 52 Champions League games during that time, with the Champions League being a competition in which a player's worth is measured on the world stage. But for some reason, despite incredible performances, including absolutely crushing Inter Milan at the San Siro, the best he could finish was runner-up in the Ballon d'Or ratings. In 2003, he finished behind Pavel Nedved. With no disrespect to Nedved, surely that isn't right. Second on the list, Paolo Maldini. He has been called the best defender to ever play the game. As capable at center half as he was at left back, where he began his career, the AC Milan icon won 25 trophies, including 7 Serie A titles and the Champions League 5 times. But for all his brilliance, he was often overshadowed by his more glamorous teammates, Andriy Shevchenko, Kaká, George Weah, Marco van Basten, Ruud Gullit, all of these players being recipients of the Ballon d'Or. The closest Maldini ever got to claiming the award for himself was 3rd place in 1994 and 2003. Our third player, Xavi. During the heartbeat of Barcelona's tiki-taka style, the Spanish midfielder played 767 times for the Catalans, and in that time he was showered with awards, also being included in the UEFA Team of the Year 5 times in a row between 2008 and 2012. But the Ballon d'Or evaded him, even when he helped Spain win the 2010 World Cup, recording an astonishing 91% pass completion rate in the tournament. Xavi finished 3rd 3 years in a row between 2009 and 2011. Next, Ferenc Puskás. Puskás, who scored 84 goals in 85 games for Hungary and 622 club goals in his career, failed to win the Ballon d'Or despite his greatness. The Real Madrid legend won 5 La Liga titles and the Champions League 3 times, but he had to watch as his teammate Alfredo Di Stefano claim all the honors, winning the award twice. Puskás managed to finish runner-up in 1960, but he could be thought of as the best to never win it. Our next player, Kenny Dalglish. The Scottish forward was one of the best players to come from these shores. Bought from Celtic in 1977, Dalglish was dealt a tough order. He was brought to the English club Liverpool to replace Kevin Keegan. It's also worth noting that Keegan ended up winning the Ballon d'Or at Hamburg the following year. But King Kenny took it in stride, scoring 31 goals in his first season and following that up with 25 strikes the following year. His brilliant performances led Liverpool to 3 European Cup wins in 1978, 1981, and 1984. Although in the 1983 Ballon d'Or race he was runner-up to Michel Platini. Next on our list, Andres Iniesta, the most decorated player in Spanish football history with 35 trophies, including 9 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League victories. He was a key instrument in Barcelona's historic treble-winning seasons in 2009 and 2015. A treble season, for those who don't understand the term, is when a club wins 3 trophies in one season. For example, Barcelona won the La Liga title, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. Iniesta also scored the winning goal against the Netherlands in the 2010 World Cup final. Despite all those wonderful achievements, Iniesta was at best a runner-up in 2010, 4th place in 2011, and 3rd place in 2012. At least he was consistent. Last but certainly not least, Bobby Moore. Arguably, England's greatest player ever, Bobby Moore, the captain of the 1966 World Cup winning team, never got the chance to lift a Ballon d'Or. That's despite doing a first-class job marking Eusebio and restricting the 1965 Ballon d'Or winner to just a goal from the penalty spot in the 66 semi-final. Instead, it was Bobby Charlton who was named world's best player after England were crowned world champions that victorious year. Moore was voted 2nd in 1970, behind German goal-scoring machine Gerd Müller, the same year of that remarkable tackle on Jairzinho and a post-match hug from Pele. It should be especially noted that Bobby Moore has won the World Cup as a captain, but not the Ballon d'Or. What a list of incredible players. Even though all of them were unable to take the Ballon d'Or home for their trophy cases, Their reputations on the stat sheets and amazing highlight videos really capture the raw skill these all-stars have. It really makes you wonder what some of these voters were thinking at the time. Do you think it was fair that these players never won the award? Or do you think the players who actually won were justified? Let us know what you think in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.